It's the next day. You guys didn't take all day to do it. It was just really dark in that area.
Did we crystal our way back? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess teleporting in, Aisha's gonna take a quick look around. Do I see signs of damage? Like, how bad is it?
You definitely would see some smashed windows. The tavern itself has some, like, dagger marks, etc. Some singe
There's
marks,
a
too.
cop up here. I'm gonna cautiously push the door open just to make sure, like... And then she sees normal people in there and just like, oh, okay.
Ezrin.
Oh, I am so glad to see all of you in here and not some horrid monsters. Is Eric like head down sleeping on this fucking table?
Eric is on his back on the bench, like arm half off, unconscious.
Oh, here you go. Screws his arm back in. Larry. Boy, am I glad to see a friendly face.
Us too.
I hate to be like this. We just brought in about... we're like 10 unconscious people, maybe more?
No, most of them are conscious.
Oh, good.
Well, some of them are conscious, but kind of out of it. It's been a long day. 3 children, a Goliath woman, 2 different cat girls, a half-elf, 3 children.
And something called a ski.
Skeeve!
Yes! And
Oh, you fell.
Pushes past.
Skeeve, remember good hardwood floor. Funny buzz drink man.
Oh, right. I guess we also have some bad news ourselves. We've lost 6 people to the raid that happened.
Lost
Lost as in death or kidnapped?
Kidnapped.
Okay.
Fucking hell. Who?
A bunch of civilians, no combat experience.
Bastards.
Vezrin has a fucking mug of ale. Just, yep, was still recovering.
In his like shortness below the bar, you can just like see his horns poking over. He reaches up on his tippy toes and he places down 2 copper.
You've learned money.
He learned money. It's like if I put shiny on table, I get the good buzz drink.
Larry does indeed give him a 2 copper worth buzz drink.
He holds it with 2 hands above his head and then like runs over here. Sets it down.
I love Ski.
Same. Scheme is great. Fucking. Right, so you've got unconscious people.
Yes, I was wondering if we could get some assistance in relocating people somewhere safe.
Is Dune okay?
Oh,
I've got children, and I feel she's the only one I know
She
who has
would probably
experience.
be the best one
you
for
should
that.
probably give her some time on that. She's been wound up, as it were.
Okay.
We could probably
We can
get
figure it
them. Let's see. How many? Do you know how many you have exactly that are unconscious?
Unconscious, looks outside. 4, 9.
9.
10,
Okay,
10.
we've got enough beds, I believe. For let's see. That's 1, 2, 3.
If anything, I can
four,
offer up my
five,
bed and
six,
sleep in the
seven,
chapel
8,
tonight.
9.
I don't mind.
There's 11 beds in the inn. I had to think for a minute. Yeah, we can get them moved in. Right. The kobolds were using some sort of toxin to keep people unconscious. Unfortunately, not everyone is conscious yet.
Normally, I would have expected corrupted creatures to attack you. This was like an organized kobold organization?
Yes, kobolds.
Yes.
We've closed the door behind you if you could. It's a good
Are we
thing.
going to
that-
hurt us?
No. So Skeeve can't hear us.
Ooh.
Skeeve.
I've been
Hi.
meaning to ask about that one. He doesn't look like a normal kobold to me.
No, he doesn't. I didn't know that he was one.
I mean, I have no idea. He's from an attack that happened a while back before you lot got here. He was part of a group that attacked one of our other settlements before Well, before
And he
corruption started taking
turned
bad.
coat and joined you for some reason. He
Um,
seemed very comfortable in the inn.
if I remember correctly, Raphanus and his friends were the ones who captured him. Something about breaking a weapon, him making an impact on his one friend, and her convincing them not to kill him. Let's see, what was the name of that fella? Shit. Theo said something like that, I believe is what Steve said the name was.
Theos.
Yeah, some sort of dragon that lives in this
Hey, any
plane.
chance, Richard, I recognize that name?
It
Got my
does
reasons.
sound familiar to Aishah.
Oh boy, okay.
Had to check.
Yeah, I wonder why that would be.
Oh boy. Well, I got my reasons for worrying.
Yeah.
I believe his lair is somewhere. Let's see. North, south, east. I'm brain dead right now.
No worries. How long have they been attacking you?
It's been a while since they've attacked us in a period. The last time they attacked was whenever the southern section was still livable.
Few and far between, but still troublesome.
Yeah.
Feels like a pain.
And also
It
6
is.
people
Almost as
missing,
much as
unaccounted
of a
for.
pain as Driders.
Yes.
In an area with no corruption.
I'm sorry, what?
Aishah just scans over the group. Yes, it seems like the kobold group isn't the only group of absolute thorns in the side popping up everywhere.
Fyra's brother is kind of looking away.
She doesn't quip her tongue.
Let's figure out these people, and then I'm going to go fucking sleep forever.
I'm into that.
Sleeping
I'm so
forever.
tired.
I'm going to begin work.
And my shoes! I haven't even gotten to think about my shoes. I've been so worried.
You think about your shoes quite often.
That's because I haven't gotten a chance to waterproof them.
Oh my goodness, sister.
You try walking through a swamp in unwaterproof shoes.
Aishah just kind of holds up her clogs and then shows the wraps. I don't.
Arctum kind of raises up his shoes. Water's kind of dripping out.
Miracle, you haven't lost a toe.
Magic, it's a hell of a thing.
Aishah's just gonna...
Remove.
Well, she would help try and lift
Yeah.
even the smallest
Hold on,
ones,
hold
but
on.
Vir
Vir and Aishah
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
See, I can use
Oleander's
my
also
forearms.
helping.
I can't use my hands, so this is gonna suck.
So Vir lifts them onto Aisha's arm.
Yeah, if you set me up, I can go.
Yeah, we tag team this shit.
Just trying to do this.
Ski.
Aisha! Wait, no, that's Aisha.
Skeeve and his 3
Skeeve.
fizzy waters. Skeeve sits down next to Sutil and just goes,
Are you made of grape?
No, I am
Want
not
to
made
drink
of
you.
clay.
Try drink with straw.
he takes straw and tries to stab it into his hand.
Stop that! I'm not a drink. I'm
You
a
look
person.
like a drink person.
I
Grape person.
Skeeve, he's not a drink.
Can't prove.
I can. You would be drinking blood.
What liquid?
Blood not liquid to drink.
Can drink blood.
No.
Skiff legendary vampire.
I feel like Larry should have a spray bottle for ski.
He needs a
Oh my
spray bottle
God.
for Skeeve.
Between the three of us, can we tie him down securely?
And then it was a Moonweaver emblem is on him in his skin, or did you
Above the bed, or...
Basically, yeah, I was thinking of carving a rune into the headboard.
Okay.
My brother's still lurking outside.
Like a fucking goblin.
Because I am not able to move him right now as I'm doing something.
Aisha's gonna grab Vir before they keep going. By the way, I've been meaning to ask. Didn't really have much of a time. How are you holding up with this whole thing?
Better than I was. Surprisingly.
Alright. I just wanted to warn you because I'm going to be putting the majority of my mental fortitude towards trying to help Dune in the coming hours.
Yeah, no, I
Just wanted
think
to check in beforehand.
I'm angry, but not
Reasonably.
not going on a warpath. Not yet. When I have an army, I will. That's in a few days, because we're going to go get rid of that spider.
Yes. Crosses my mind also that we might want to make a foray towards the dragons there and see if we can rescue those poor
Yes.
people.
Lots of possibilities. Oleander,
Yes.
how are you holding up after all this?
My plan was to go back to my house and prepare for when we are going to get the people who were kidnapped back.
Hmm.
Fair enough. Are you okay? Everything?
I am okay.
He kind of like reaches up and touches his mask almost to make sure that it's still there.
Well, know that the spirit can only take so many direct blows. Both of you try and take the night easily, alright?
I will try.
I'm gonna fucking drink. One drink.
That's an interesting solution to the spiritual.
I need
Spirits,
you
quite
to
literally.
relax.
Yes. Let me make my pun.
Your pun is very nice.
I know, I'm so clever.
The first round's on me.
Oh,
Your first round of water is on me. Larry.
Don't worry, I've cut him off at this point. He does
Okay,
need
good.
water, though.
Yes, he does.
pardon me.
Oh, shit, you talking to him?
I am talking to him.
Yes, how can I help you?
Are you planning on sticking around?
For the moment, yes, I do need to get back and make sure everything's good in the tower and whatnot later.
Okay. Well, you're not going anywhere until you answer my question.
No, alright. I'll attempt.
You're not here to cause trouble.
No, I try to cause trouble.
I've heard things about you. I just want to make sure.
Don't worry, if anything happens, my sister will just kill me again.
Death is hardly a permanent solution in this land.
She'll find a way. She's very creative.
And you just accept this fate? That should you fuck up, your sister's hand shall be the smiting word of God?
I would rather it be my sister that kills me than anything. This sounds,
Gallant,
I don't want to wet this.
but stupid.
I wasn't the smart one in the family. That would have been, I think, our older sister to an extent. Even if she was a bit of a, whatever.
Aishah's just going to, kind of like, as she passes, just kind of, like, catch his gaze through the shine of the glasses, just look at him and go, you should try to rekindle things while you're here. Not everyone gets a chance like this.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to try, but no promises. I'm very bad at this.
You're telling me a man who wears a mask isn't often good at social interaction?
Yep. I'd rather keep the mask on.
They always do.
Yes.
Right.
It's very useful.
I won't get in your way.
And I will attempt to not get in yours.
You won't, don't worry.
That's kind of ominous.
Oh, I love threatening this guy.
Ominous.
Literally, Veer's just like, sorry, Aishah's just like, if you fucking touch Veer, I will gut you.
Veer happily sipping like a very alcoholic drink at the bar, kind of comforting Vezrin, none the wiser.
Yeah.
We're just there like, oh, God.
Also, the best thing is, Tali don't know what Veer and her brother went through, if they've, like, gotten over any of their issues or not. No clue, so I'm just like, yeah, better do this just to make sure. And, she's going off to try and find Dune, if she can.
Okay. Funny because, like, in here, Professor is just head on the fucking couch, just like, so many people nearly died. I almost died. Did you know I almost died?
couldn't respond to your message, so I was worried, I'll admit. But you're okay now. And you're going to drink your sorrows away for at least another day, I know it.
Oh, yeah. I have a new scar, so that'll be...
Oh look, a battle scar.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
You can
and
join
also
the club.
a mild concussion. Yes.
From falling?
No. Apparently, if I heard correctly from the others, I was used as a motherfucker hit me into another motherfucker or something like that. I was a club.
A club. Okay.
Yeah.
Bear would just pat his shoulder. I'm really glad you're alright.
I am too. I'm glad you guys are alright.
We turned out surprisingly well.
Mhm.
Though, Veer would just kind of look over her shoulder at Arctum.
He nods.
She just gesture with her head like, come on.
You see his shoulders kind of like just droop as if he just let out a sigh on annoyance.
Well, we have had some revelations, Miss Rin. It was a very... Sit down.
Another sigh.
What do you think? I'm just going to let you get away? You're stuck with me.
Man, I don't really need the
You're stuck with me.
I could technically leave.
You could technically leave. I will hunt you down like the fucking pig you are.
I am not a pig. Man, now I really want to see if I could take you down myself this time. I've gotten stronger.
You've gotten stronger. You've gotten a better shot. That's about it.
I think you're just jealous of my pet.
She's very pretty.
Yes, she is.
Vezrin,
Mm-hmm.
you are so drunk.
I'm not drunk, you're drunk.
I've had 3 sips. You're face down. Maybe we do this in the morning.
Alright, the child was safe in the basement all the time.
I'm glad Thelonious is alright.
Yep, he tried to fight me a little bit before I tried to put him down there. I put him to sleep and... Woo!
She'd lean over to Arctum. Remember that lover that grandmother used to talk about all the time?
Yes.
That's him.
Seriously?
He's wonderful. When he's not drunk. Vezrin, go home.
What are you talking about? I am home.
Vezrin, you're at the tavern.
He looks around. That's why I have a fireplace now.
You don't!
I will attempt to go. He
Want me to
trips and
take you
falls
home?
face first.
Aye, yeah.
The ceiling's spinning.
Larry, why did you not cut him off earlier?
I'll call that a mental lapse in judgment.
Do you also have a concussion? Is that it?
No, I'm just mildly panicking over everything and trying to figure out other stuff. Jerry's not doing the best either, if you couldn't tell the fact that he's not even
I
here.
haven't seen him. Yeah, that's worrying.
Yes.
Things must have been really bad.
Oh, yes, they used these weird things to make it to where magic wasn't as good, if not impossible to use.
That's... Oh no. Okay. Very well. I'm going to take Vezrin home. She turns to Arctum. You're coming with me.
Grumbling noises.
I mean, I could also just show you to my house if you'd rather.
No, I should probably learn the layout of the land if I'm going to sulk about.
Good.
Alright, let's get this guy back, I guess. Boy, he's going to be heavy, isn't he?
It's not that heavy. Between the two of us, we're fine. Let's haul Grandpa back home.
Grandpa had too much to drink, bring him back to his cabana. Alright, well, she's gonna get up to this point, do a soft little rapping on the door.
One moment. You hear like a slosh of water. And Dune just kind of answers, kind of wrapped in a towel.
Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
You mind if I come in? Or you seem a little,
I was just having a bath, but,
busy there? I can come back tomorrow if you'd prefer.
No nonsense. Come in.
Right. First time stepping inside of a home in a few days, my goodness. Ugh.
What I owe the pleasure.
The usual. She smiles, checking in on you. I heard things went a little bit sour during the raid.
You could say that.
She's gonna pull up a chair and just gonna sit down.
You know, they almost took Vezrin.
I heard. It's not all bad news, you know. Vir'Thyra, Oleander, and I managed to stop some sort of ritual that was going on involving the Spider Queen. Saved about 14, 15 people.
Quite a lot. Well done.
More than I was expecting. And, seeing that you've got at least a little bit of your head on your shoulders, wanted to make the trip over here to tell you that some of them are very young. Children?
Huh?
Yes.
I see.
And I figured you'd be the best person to go and reassure them that things are going to be alright. We're not exactly the friendliest bunch of people. Oleander tries, but I don't know if a child would be able to look at that face mask without crying.
Hey, that actually almost happened.
Vir'Thyra, again, tries, but has quite a short temper.
Yes,
and Gerkin
that
should be nowhere
exactly.
near kids. He would blow one of them up, by mistake.
I don't need convincing. If you need help, I would be more than happy to.
It's more for them than me. And you?
The, kobold attack. Yeah. We're using some kind of corruption spike to jam magic.
Interesting.
The efforts to save Vezrin and the others we could were far more difficult as a result. To say that I was frustrated would be an understatement.
Not the first time that your magic's been tampered with here.
I'm getting quite fed up, to be perfectly honest. What good is power if you can't use it to protect people?
A distraction? Look at it this way. When one door closes, two more open up. Often, you might find yourself struggling and trying to brute force some method that isn't working. And the reason for it not working is
I froze
merely
up,
that...
Aishah. Once again, I found myself surrounded by flames while people I cared about were in danger, and I froze up again! And she would just push everything off the table. Once again, I was just helpless little girl cowering behind flames.
I know you felt helpless. I understand what it feels like to not be able to do anything given circumstances that are out of your depth. It's awful. It's all-consuming. That doesn't mean there isn't anything that can be done. It just means you haven't found it yet.
I'm sorry for my outburst. It was uncalled for.
It was entirely called for. And I implore you to do it more often. It's good for you. Aishah's gonna stand up and start helping picking her things up. Your emotions are strong. You need to stop seeing that as a weakness.
It's okay to be not okay.
Not
My
what
mother
I
always
mean.
said.
Precisely what I mean is, you have a heart that beats 10 times larger than anyone else in the room. You know that. Be that in anger, or in passionate defense of those you love. She places the tea kettle back onto the table and then just goes, 2 sides to everything. 2 more doors. Which one are you going to choose?
You know me, Aishah. I'm the kind to keep fighting, even if it's a terrible idea.
Be that as it may, a terrible idea and an idealistic hope can coincide.
Thank you, Aishah.
Try to get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning.
You too.
Right.
But Oleander, you'd come to find,
Oh boy. Wow.
yeah. There are some that are charred and burnt, but there are those that are not either. It looks like they have been put here to possibly be buried later, or something.
The majority of them have been decapitated.
Oleander is gonna do a small prayer for them.
You do hear noise coming from the south.
There he is.
Yes, he is currently sharpening his blade.
Hello, Ravenous.
Oh, hey, what's up, mask guy?
Well, we have returned. Now,
Don't make
when
me do the
we-
fanfare. Yeah, woo.
Well, we brought quite a lot of people back. One of them was one of the people who we saw in the vision where you were in the tower and sacrificed yourself.
Hearing that, he kind of like stops and looks over at you. Actually listening and focusing for once.
It is Skeeve.
Oh.
However, Skeeve did something similar to you, and he made sure that they got to the tower there. Meaning that they're likely inside there.
Okay. So they're probably horrible monstrosities at this point, is what you're telling me.
No, actually, what I'm telling you is that they are very likely to be saved. Because we saved 2 other people who were in the tower.
Don't take offense, I just really don't think I believe you.
Well, we did save 2 others, and they were corpses at the time.
Case in point. And so what, are you trying to say that you're gonna go and rescue their corpses and give them a proper burial or something then, I guess?
Well, one of the corpses that we rescued is Jezebella, and, well, as you've seen, I'm sure, she's walking around.
Okay, so not a corpse, but some fucking lifeless husk.
Well, I will be honest, I don't know entirely.
Don't? I thought you were like some doctor or something.
Well, I am a doctor of some kind. However, this is not exactly a normal place.
You are pretty much right on that. Okay, then why are you telling me this?
Well, if I were you, I would want to know.
Yeah, but normally people who talk about this kind of stuff want some sort of recompense or something.
No.
You are a weird one.
I've been told that, yes.
But it's not a bad weird.
Oh, good.
Thank you. What was your name again?
Oleander.
I'll try to remember that this time.
Thank you. Hello.
Jerry is kind of wiping the counter, looks very annoyed and exhausted. You left the door. Whatever.
Oh. No, see. There we go.
Yeah, okay, cool. Good to see you again.
Yes, good to see you as well.
What can I do for you?
I'm just checking around to see everything.
Well, I'm here. You don't even know the half of it. Do you know what it's like getting trapped walking in between stuff?
No. I don't
No.
think so.
Okay, hang on. How can I put this
Oleander
for
pets
somebody?
the dog.
The dog, asleep, does the little leg kicky. Okay, you've dealt with magic to an extent, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, do you know how planar travel feels?
No.
Okay, that makes this harder. See that door over there?
Yes.
Imagine if you were stuck in the middle of it
Okay.
while the door was open, okay? And now somebody's constantly slamming the door on you, but you can't move from the middle of that door frame. So you're just getting slam, 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 slam.
I see.
That is what it feels like whenever I get stuck, whenever I'm trying to step in between the astral sea and somewhere else.
That's actually surprisingly simple.
Yeah, it also can, if done for too long, cause a little bit of, issues like exhaustion, death, a mild concussion. Did I mention death?
I feel like the concussion should have been mentioned before death.
It's just one of those things.
Well, I'm glad that you aren't dead.
No, I was close to it.
Ah!
If it lasted just a few hours longer, I would have been definitely dead.
I see.
I just would have had to get a new body. Jerry just tilts his head. What, isn't that like something people can do here or whatever? Like, I mean, like, look at Cobalt. That dude's a literal pigman. He said he used to be like a dwarf.
I suppose that is how it works here.
But also, like, you know, if a proper body comes in, technically somebody with a arcane signature who's able to keep their wits about them while being a ghost or a spirit or whatever could also theoretically hijack a body. Granted, it's not always the best.
Interesting.
What?
Oh, just that. It's interesting.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were like, you know, like, oh, this guy's evil or something. It's hard to tell.
Why would I think that you're evil?
Because somebody who can, like, hijack a body if they die, in this place at least, might be a little weird, or people might think he's evil.
Well, while I don't condone the practice on unconsenting bodies, it is not inherently evil.
Sweet, so I wouldn't have to worry about you smiting me down at least.
That is unlikely. I believe the better solution would simply to be, find you a more consenting body and then apologize to the non-consenting one once you leave.
I mean, like, if you find someone consenting, they would be literally giving up their body, so they would be without a body.
Oh.
So, like...
Well, one might be able to be made somehow.
Do I look like some sort of... Well, no, I guess technically you can make like a homunculus, do the clone spell, but like, those are outside of my wheelhouse, and I'd very much not like doing the clone spell.
Well, if you're coming here, if you find your way back afterwards, then you would have help from quite a lot of people to do it.
Yeah, plus I don't even know a lot of those magics. Is there anything else you need, Ollie boy?
Oh, right, that's me. No, the nicknames don't exist in my culture, so I still have trouble grasping that on occasion.
I'm surprised that they don't, like, have shortened names or, like, pet names for stuff. Like, you're telling me that, you know, when your people get married, that they don't call each other, like, baby doll, sweetheart, any of that stuff? Or, you said your language is, like, got weird, long stuff, right?
Yes, it does. There are words like that. It's more in the way of inventing one for one specific name as like a change on it. That's the difficult part.
So wait, do you guys have like a... Okay, hang on. This is a stretch. Do you have a word that has the same meaning as the one that I adore?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. That's one word?
Yes.
What the fuck? Your language is cheating. Fuck your language.
Well, it depends on exactly how you do, because there's the feminine, the masculine, and the non-gendered terms.
And let me guess, there's also one that parents can use for their children they love?
Yes.
Holy shit, I was just pulling that out my ass.
There's one for familial love, there's one for romantic love, for strong friendship.
Huh. God damn. You got a weird language. I'm kind of jealous. No.
There were many scholars who simply studied the language.
Yeah, that tracks.
And cataloged and categorized everything.
I mean, there's also people who cataloged and categorized some other languages that are really weird. Like... There
are. I just simply heard that we had more than average.
I mean, you might be comparable to, like, fucking primordial languages. For, like, humanoids like us to even speak them, you say stuff like, pebble, pebble, rock, boulder, pebble.
I don't think I would ever be able to learn a language of such few sounds.
Well, it's because we can't say as many.
That makes sense.
Because that right there is language of the earth, people, so they can actually make the sound of grinding rocks, and what sounds like an earthquake a little, the smacking of boulders together. It's really interesting and weird.
That is interesting.
Same with the primordial air. You've got cold breeze, warm breeze, light wind, etc., etc. You can even add in a whoosh.
And I assume the others would be different sounds of water and different levels of fire?
Yeah. Fire's the fun one because you can also do it with, he kind of rummages underneath the desk, pulls out some matches, lights one of the matches on fire, and then just constantly changes the flame's size, shape, and color.
Interesting.
You can do it like this too for fire at least. And with water, you can also technically do it if you had like a water jug or something. Though you'd have to like make sure that you have enough water to, properly do it.
I wonder if you could make a type of wind instrument to be able to speak the air elemental tongue.
Do I look like a bard?
Well, no, I'm speaking in generals.
Some sort of bard dude could probably do it. I mean, they do enjoy music, the air elementals and whatnot.
That makes sense.
Oleander looks at his hands for a moment.
I wonder if I'm still good with a harp.
You play an instrument, huh?
Yes, I do. I learned the harp.
Never would have guessed, though. Wouldn't you want to take your gloves off for that?
Yes, I would. In fact, it would probably be easiest if I also didn't have my mask on for that.
Yeah, but it takes real skill to be able to play something without without vision.
That's true. I'm not sure that I have that.
You never know until you try, bucko.
That's true.
Anyway, anything else you need? No.
No, I don't believe so.
Sweet. I'm gonna take a nap behind this fucking counter again then.
Oh, alright. Do you have a room?
You ask that, he just collapses to the floor and you just hear snoring.
Oleander looks over the counter at him.
He's got a pillow underneath his head and a fucking blanket already pulled over himself.
Well, I suppose if he preferred a bed, he would have gone there. What an interesting culture goblins have.
You would just start taking off all of her gear. Just like bow, quiver, bag. Starts undoing the armor.
You have enough quivers and bows, sister?
Kind of out of spite, takes off the belt with the sword sheath on it, puts it on the table.
Oh, right. Yes, you needed the one more, too.
Do I need to pull out the daggers?
Please don't. If you're gonna do that, let me turn away first.
They're in my boots.
Okay, as long as I can't see them.
Oh, I thought you were insinuating I was
No, I am.
Yeah.
Getting killed by your own sibling does tend to have some sort of trauma effects.
Killing your own sibling tends to also have similar effects.
I mean, you've gotten better, I think.
You've become a better shot.
I had to.
And I had to become a better shot as well.
Yeah.
I'm a smuggler now.
You're a
Was? Yes, I saved your name.
You... What?
Yes. I'm the family disgrace.
Oh my god.
I accidentally killed my brother and ran. That's the story.
Oh my god. Why? You could have just easily let me be the disgrace. Save yourself and whatnot.
If I had done the safe thing to do, I wouldn't have ended up here.
I mean, you...
And I think at this point, I'd rather be here. I would also probably have the title. Which, if need be, I will inherit. But I don't want to.
I don't blame you.
I don't think any of us did.
That stuff is very stupid.
Dad was going to send you to the army.
Yep. Let me guess, they were all, oh, where did I go wrong? Why did he turn to the Spider Queen?
They don't know.
They don't.
I told you. I literally just told you I saved your name in all regards.
I thought that they would have at least known. Okay, I thought that was just to people that weren't in the fence. Oh, I was so wrong on that. What the fuck?
Do you think I'm going to let your sister know that you were admittedly doing something stupid? Old mother? I think she may have had a heart attack on the spot if she was found out.
Oh, I feel like a jerk. Oh.
I know, I wouldn't have known, yada yada yada. I was protecting the family. What happened when you got here?
Oh, inside the tower, not the worst, but depends really. It takes a lot of magic to make sure people don't
Is she a
get corrupted.
ghost? That is my question. Is she a ghost? Is she like Morin?
Morin's a ghost?
Morin was a ghost.
Oh.
Morin was in the tower, separated from his body because his body was in a volcano. Fully corrupted, seems to be connected to the chains of the realm.
Yes, she is a ghost. But she's still technically in the tower.
Yes. Morin was in a ring for a while. Gerkin, you didn't meet him. You may hear some explosions from that house over there. That's Gerkin's. He's a gnome. I don't know how old he is. He has great-grand-nephews, I think. Where's her body? Because if we're following the pattern of executions, we go to tower, we somehow remove her ghost, we go to where her body is, kill her body, put her soul back in. Theoretically, would also break the chain if we're going by what happened with Moore.
Do you have a map by any chance?
Oleander has the map.
So I have a rough idea of what it might be, but...
There is a big tree on the map, I know that.
That might be where it's at, then.
Okay. That's what I thought. I'm surprised you hadn't lost your ring.
Nope. That was one of the few things I had on me.
I meant in the amount of time that you've been here.
Oh, but you would rather have a random thief in your house?
Are you a thief? Is that what you've been training for?
No, but the Fina would definitely be trying to teach me how to steal things, which...
He puts a pouch on the table.
Oleander didn't want to take coin, and I may have swiped a few with a little bit of a quick...
You really? I mean, I'm not surprised that Oleander didn't want to take coin. They would pick a fish to fry.
Yeah, he took weapons, at least to make the people able to defend themselves, which...
I'm gonna swipe the bag and just look through it. How much did he snag?
21 platinum.
21 platinum. Holy shit.
Alright, I landed there. There was some small towns that existed out there still. People brought me into one. There were some drow, primarily drow, some basic humans and whatnot. After a few days, when I thought that the voices had stopped for good, they came back harder, and I may have heard things such as, accept my gift and I will make it to where you are able to survive in this horrible place. Because some people did start to show signs of that weird stuff on them. Weird black skin, white veins, white growths.
Corruption.
Is that what you guys are calling it?
Yes, that's what pretty much everyone has called it. I'm surprised Dafina hasn't mentioned that. Has she mentioned the corruption at all to you?
She didn't call it that, but she's called it a nuisance and a hindrance.
True and true.
She calls the monstrosities that those people become lost or something like that.
The corrupted ones?
Yes, the people that are
That makes sense.
weird.
We can restore them.
You can...
Lesser restoration reduces the corruption.
That's probably a better way for it too, I bet.
Probably, but with what we have, spellcasters are the best option.
Yeah. Did you happen to run into any Lost that look like spiders? Or spider people?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay, that's my fault.
On our way. Oh my. Is everything in the swamp your fault?
No,
She gives a look of come on.
I don't think so, at least.
Okay, you or Defina.
I can't make any promises about her.
The tower exists. I'm calling that her fault.
I'll take it.
So the Spider Queen was linked through you.
Mhm.
Started promising
Whispering
things. Did
sweet
you
nothings.
accept it?
Maybe. Yes.
Oh, moron.
I know. Okay. So.
There's a reason.
Yep.
There is a reason.
Yep.
The is the smart one.
Listen, I had
I
some
keep
of
you
the-
from tripping onto your face. She keeps you from saying stupid shit.
Mhm.
You look pretty.
I do not look pretty right now.
Well, as long as you're not cursing my name while I stab you, I'm sure you'll look pretty. You're not going to curse my name.
I would disagree with the I look pretty part still, because listen, you know how I had some of the things on my face and whatnot?
Yes, I remember the eyes. They were weird.
But I still technically have them, technically.
Okay.
I would take off
It's
the
a
mask
physical
and
transformation.
Yes, listen, I would show you my face, but I need to keep this on at all times.
Why?
It's a ward of sorts. It
Okay,
also acts as
cool.
my connection to Vir'Thyra.
Okay.
It's what's been helping keep the constant
Whispers?
screaming. Yeah.
Well. Octum, I love you. You are my lovely baby brother. And a moron.
I know, I'm a moron.
We're going to figure this out. We're going to get rid of them.
I've kind of lost track of time after the first
Time is
20.
Time is very weird here.
It very much is, it would seem.
Oleander's from like 400 years in the past.
I can't believe your husband's from the past.
We are not married!
Sorry. It's fiance.
Also not! You like your fingers?
I mean, I need them to use the bow.
Precisely. Don't test me.
I actually am ambidextrous.
I know.
I can also use my feet for the bow now, too.
What? That's insane. Why would you ever want to use your feet?
I don't want to, but, you need to learn how to do it in case you're ever, one hand that's kidnapped, one of your hands is disabled, or anything weird like that. Why do I need to do that? How would I even aim with 2 feet? Get on your stomach. What? Get on your stomach! Or, one of her other favorites, find a pole. She is very deadly, and also very much somebody I will smack in the head one of these days.
We will get her body so you can smack her. How about that?
Ah, that'll be nice.
This is very curious to me. Because, from what I can tell, nobody else can contact their gods, unless we want to count the thing that Dune has been communicating with.
She's talking to a thing? Like an imaginary friend?
Man, child, thing.
Maybe it's another
Spirit?
kind- It could be
Miniature
another
god? Who knows?
I mean, you did say that there's gods missing, yes? Maybe he's a
They
missing
are
god.
being deleted, yes.
Maybe he's a missing god.
Perhaps? I don't know. I know that I haven't been able to communicate with the Moonweaver at all. Oleander's goddess is just freaking gone. I've never heard of her in my life.
That's fun.
Very.
And worrying.
Very. And then there's also another missing god, and as far as I know, Dune also can't communicate with Saturday.
No, I don't think Sarah is missing. Granted, I...
No, we can remember her, and we can remember the Moonweaver, so... Well done.
Holding on.
Vera's just gonna leave. I'm gonna knock on Gerkin's door.
Huh?
Gerkin!
Yes, what? Hey? Oh, you're back. Hi!
What your ring that blocks you from being able to be noticed by things that you put Morin into?
Yes, what
If
about
you
it?
put that on someone who is influenced by the Spider Queen, would that block out the Spider Queen?
I don't see why not.
How hard would it be to make another one of those?
Oh, pretty fucking hard, actually.
Really? Okay. Long-term goal. I'll come back to you on that. Can you give me
Making things that can block telepathy even across dimensions is not exactly easy.
I assumed not, but I'm wondering, like, is it possible? Could we make another one?
It's
What do
not
we need?
impossible. I do need a lot of turquoise.
A lot of turquoise. Okay.
A lot of small pieces of turquoise.
Okay. Good to know. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you. Okay, so all is not lost.
Okay.
I went to talk to Genius Gnome Man. Theoretically, if we find enough turquoise and a bunch of other stuff, obviously, we can make a ring like his, and that blocks out telepathy and stuff.
Alright.
And it would theoretically block up the Spider Queen. Which we can test on the person who we have not lesser rest. I'll have to ask him in the morning.
Yeah.
Anyway, that
Turquoise
is a
and
possibility.
Yeah, that would make it
could
fun. I
ask
wouldn't
Eric.
feel Eric. What's the
We haven't
name?
met Eric yet. Eric is he's a man. He's a wizard who lost his spell book.
Is it that weird guy that was
With the
in
straw in his hat?
Yes.
Yes.
I've seen him before in the swamp.
He has a connection to the outside world.
He is a little bit afraid of me.
Well, he's not afraid of me.
That's good. I may have
Faced him down with a pitchfork or something?
no, not a pitchfork per se. When I was under control of the Spider Queen, I did try to chase him down with some daggers, a short sword, a long sword, and then whenever
You
I got
chased him a lot.
Yes, he kept coming back into the areas I was in.
That makes sense. He told us he was afraid of going to the swamp on certain occasions.
That's probably my fault.
A lot of this is your fault. And we're going to fix it.
Alright.
It puts me more at ease. It
Alright.
makes me feel like you're not going to just leave.
Fine. I'll stay.
Because I know you're considering it.
Me, never.
We have 2 days. Well, yes, 2 days. We can go back then.
Alright, where can I sleep?
I can take the comfy chairs. You can take my bed.
I can sleep on a chair or on the floor. I'll be fine without a bed.
I will be fine without a bed.
I will fight you for the floor.
I am the host.
Yes.
You are the guest.
But see.
Hospitality rules. Did Father teach you nothing?
I mean, it depends on what you want to say. He's taught me and everything. And how much
How
I
to be
actually
polite.
listen. I don't know if I was listening on those lessons.
You never were. Take the bed, moron. Come on.
Oh, you're giving me the floor? Thank you.
No! Have at least one good night on a bed. I spent a whole fuck ton of money on this place.
How much did you even spend on this place?
A lot.
You're not lying to me about the not taking the title, are you?
I made my own way. I had just gotten paid when I got in here. Which may have... I still don't remember how I got here, so...
That's fun.
My bet's on somebody did not like the way I did my job.
That's possible.
Anyway, sleep.
Fine. See you in the morning.
So, Octum,
Yes?
you'll just hug him.
He'll kind of awkwardly hug back.
What, has it been hundreds of years and you haven't gotten a hug?
Don't call me out like that. I'm still trying to get used to talking to people normally.
Especially your sister that killed you?
I wasn't going to say it.
And flick the mask.
Careful, this is very delicate.
I'm very delicate.
Oh, yes, you are a very delicate flower.
Flower that can kick your ass. Good night.
Good night.
We're just gonna grab some extra blankets and just go to bed. Beer, out like a light.